Getting a strong, muscular, and leaner physique is ultimately what every young man wants to get when starting their fitness journey. And there are of course many routes that can lead to that singular desired objective. And from what I've personally seen, weighted calisthenics is the particular route that a lot of young men seem to want to take. So in this video, I'm going to be addressing exactly why everyone is starting weighted calisthenics. Now, before we get into explaining why everybody is starting weighted calisthenics, let me first define what weighted calisthenics even is. So if you do a quick Google search, weighted calisthenics integrates additional weights with traditional bodyweight exercises, increasing resistance and workout intensity, using external loads such as a weighted vest or a dip belt to attach weight plates, and integrating with familiar calisthenic-based exercises such as the chin-ups, dips, or push-ups, now becomes weighted calisthenics. And this style of training is essentially the mechanism that firstly allows you to build muscle. If you just take a look at all of the well-trained weighted calisthenic athletes, there's a very common trend that I'm sure even you can point out. Generally speaking, they all have well-defined and muscular physiques. This is because the nature of weighted calisthenics allows ones to train in a simplified manner. And keeping your training as simple as possible is the number one reason why most athletes reach advanced levels of physiques. For example, if I wanted to build a wider back with developed lats, I'd start off with training the weighted pull-ups. If I wanted to have a chest that could substitute a pillow, I'd then begin to train the weighted dips or the weighted push-ups. And if I wanted to build bigger biceps, then I would start off with doing weighted chin-ups. And the list literally goes on. These foundational exercises are the base and foundation for a reason. It's because they work and will work as long as you know how to continuously adjust your training protocols to implement progressive overload correctly without overtraining. So I want to ask you a quick question. Where are you currently at within your fitness journey? Perhaps you just started calisthenics. Perhaps you're just trying to build muscle, or perhaps you're just trying to improve on your weighted calisthenics strength. Let me know in the comments. Now, the second reason why so many people are starting weighted calisthenics is because there will be a significant boost in weightlifting and body weight strength. Yes, you've heard that correctly. If you begin to embark on this weighted calisthenics journey seriously, the only downside is you're going to get stronger in the gym, meaning the weightlifting movements that a lot of people do, whether it's the barbell rows, the dumbbell curls, the incline press, the lat pull downs, are going to get easier. You're going to get indirectly stronger at those movements by simply training those weighted calisthenic exercises that I previously mentioned. This is because in essence, training with your body weight is much more difficult than picking up a dumbbell or barbell. It's a bit more complex and there's more variables that needs to be taken into account before you can reap the resistance training benefits of training calisthenics. A practical example is the chin-ups or bodyweight pull-ups. The reality of it is a lot of individuals simply don't have the strength to even do anything more than 5 reps on the bodyweight chin-ups or pull-ups. But on the flip side, those same individuals can stack plates after plates on the lat pull down machine or on some kind of rowing machine. And that's because in most cases, the strength transferability from weightlifting to bodyweight training, aka calisthenics, isn't that much. Unless, right, this is the exception, you're an early beginner who doesn't have any kind of strength at all, or you're an advanced athlete trying to attain very specific strength to your calisthenic movements by training those specific weightlifting exercises. However, if you go from calisthenics to weightlifting, from bodyweight pull-ups to lat pull-downs, scratch that, from weighted pull-ups to lat pull-downs, bro, that lat pull-down machine is gonna be moving like no cap. I remember there was a time about a year ago where I wanted to test out where am I at with the single arm lat pull-down machine. And the whole theory that I was trying to test was because I could do, one arm chin-ups, one arm pull-ups, it made sense for me to be pretty strong and capable of pulling my body weight on the single arm lat pull down machine. And I kid you not, after my warm-up sets on the lat pull down machine, I was moving those plates. I literally stacked it up all the way to the end. I think it was like 200 pounds. And keep in mind, I was weighing about 195-ish pounds, able to do one arm pull-ups. So me doing 200 pounds on the single lat pull down machine was very I kind of understood that I was going to get it just because the one arm pull-up is just significantly more difficult than me trying to just pull 200 pounds of a very easy exercise to accomplish. And that's the whole point that I'm trying to make. Training calisthenics is difficult. So if you get really good at the difficult thing, training something that's in nature easier, such as weightlifting, generally speaking, will become much more easier to accomplish. Hence why the strength transferability from calisthenics to weightlifting is immense. And keep in mind too, this was me not even ever training the single arm lat pull down machine in my life until that moment. And again, because I had that strong base with weighted calisthenics, because I had a strong base with bodyweight calisthenics too, by doing the one arm pull-ups or one arm chin-ups, I was able to easily transfer over that strength to the weightlifting movements. Now, you may be wondering, how can a young man get a strong and muscular physique fast, like in the next 90 days, 3 months? How can I begin to see consistent, measurable progress? Well, I'm actually going to break down the game plan in these next 4 steps. Step number 1 is the obvious. I highly encourage you to either start or continue training weighted calisthenics, as this is one of the main mechanisms I've implemented for over half a decade to build a strong, muscular, and lean physique. Step number 2 is you need to identify just how consistent can you show up to your workout sessions. This is very important to help you understand and define your workout plan. Whether that means you're training 3 times a week, 4 times a week, or even up to 6 to 7 times a week, which I probably don't recommend doing every single day. And I want to kind of point this out. Did you know that 70% of individuals begin to plateau in building muscle and strength after 1 to 2 years of training because of a severe lack in training structure? Tragic, right? But that leads on to step number 3. I highly encourage you to keep your training simple, straight to the point for maximum efficiency. Did you know you only need 4 to 6 exercises per session to build muscle and gain strength? Then step number 4, I formally invite you to join the Calisthenics Collective community, where I help young men get a strong, muscular, and leaner physique as quick as 90 days using my hybrid calisthenic method approach. And like I've mentioned before, you only need 4 to 6 exercises to see consistent, measurable progress. It's that simple. So here's what Calisthenics Collective includes, and I highly recommend you to take advantage by getting access to over 25 training programs and strength strategies, over 50 video progressions and exercise tutorials, step-by-step skill progressions for beginners and intermediate levels, and this right here might be your favorite. You'll also get access to weekly live calls where I host workshop sessions, Q&A calls, and I'll bring on guest speakers to share their calisthenics and fitness insights. So if you're struggling to make real strength or muscle building progress, if you're struggling to see measurable progress in your calisthenics skills, Calisthenics Collective is the #1 online community and previously helped over 500 young men build a strong, muscular, and leaner physique using my hybrid calisthenics method. Go ahead and try for free. Link in the description, check the pinned comments. You're gonna love it, no cap, but hey, what do I know? If you wanna see more content like this, be sure to follow me, man. I'm the Tough Fitness Guy out here, no cap.
So over the past couple months, I was struggling with my handstands and handstand push-ups.
There's a lot of you watching right now. I've been also struggling to put together a calisthenics program that would take me somewhere.
My form and technique was trash, I'm not gonna lie.
I noticed this YouTuber and Instagrammer called Cobra Trains, and I booked one of his consultation calls.
I found this YouTuber named Cobra Trains. From his content, it was very clear that this guy knows what he's talking about.
And he was able to simplify how to improve your handstands and handstand push-ups from going on the wall to being off the wall.
He helped me implement all the rules. He helped me change my form. I was struggling with my form with the handstand push-ups. I didn't know how to hold it for longer than 5 seconds. Now I could do handstands on weights, on literally anything, on a dip bar.
Like since I started to train with corporate trainings, like I learned how to train like properly, like strength and also like volume training.
And he helped me a lot, man. He helped me throughout my journey. I could go up to like 3 plates for the weighted dips.
I finally achieved the straight handstand. I progressed further in my handstand push-up journey.
I was able to go from doing handstand and handstand push-ups on the wall to just doing them on the floor with ease. So I recommend booking Cobra Trains because
he changed my life. I'm not gonna lie, I get a lot more attention at the gym. I don't want it, but I got it, you know what I mean?
So if you want a better physique, more strength, or learning some of the calisthenics skills,
he's honestly the best person to give advice when it comes to handstands and handstand push-ups and any type of calisthenics and weighted calisthenic training, to be honest.